Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the main event. We are here coming to you live from St. Francis High School in Alpharetta, Georgia, and the fourth and final game of tonight's broadcast of the Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic. Brought to you here online by the SUVtv. We're excited to have you with us. We're excited to be here. We've got the Sacred Heart Catholic School coming from Alabama, state champion, versus the St. Francis Knights, the home team, state champion. Two teams that know how to win going at it tonight in front of a raucous home team crowd. The St. Francis Knights tout one of the highest regarded players in the country, Kobe Simmons. The man is just, well, he's just great. You're going to see him tonight. He's a senior, 6'6", 175 pounds, point guard, shooting guard. He can really do it all, though. You guys are in for a treat tonight. Marcus, what can the fans expect not from only Kobe, but from this St. Francis team as well?
Well, I think, when you look at Kobe, he doesn't have his backcourt running mate of Malik Beasley, who's currently at Florida State tearing the country up with Dwayne Bacon. But he does have Anthony Shoel, who transferred in from Duluth. Shoel, a player that when they gel, they're going to be a dangerous 1-2 punch. Shoel can create. He can knock down the jumper, and there's a lot of wiggle in his game with the handle. But I'm looking forward to how Sacred Heart comes in and matches up because, they're looking to win a game regardless of where they play, but they got to feel like, look, we're state champions in our respective state as well. So while we respect St. Francis, we know what we're bringing to the table also. I think it should make for a very good clash here this evening.
Now, when these two teams were warming up, the first thing I said to you, and really the first thing I noticed, was just the size parity between these two teams. I mean, not only in physical size, but St. Francis probably has 20 dudes on their bench right now, whereas the Sacred Heart Catholic team, they either only brought so many or they only have so many, but they got about 9 players on their team total. In addition to the fact that they're outmatched and outsized at nearly every position. But we're ready for the tip. Easily controlled by St. Francis. Big number 23, Chance Anderson, 6'6", goes up and gets it. Shoal over to Wallace Tucker. A tough basket early on for Anthony Shoal. Drives the lane, fights through a little bit of contact, and gets the bucket to go.
I talked about the wiggle in his game. You see Exhibit A there with that first play.
That was our first look at Kobe Simmons. His three was a little short. St. Francis up-tempo. It's their second shot, their second three, and their second miss. 23, Kevin Nolan gets the rebound, dishes to 5, DJ Heath. Sacred Heart rocking the all blacks. Highlighter yellow shoes and socks, and St. Francis in the traditional white and blue.
Going to send him to the free throw line. Take a look at our Atlanta Peach Elite Series instant replay. You see the cluster of moves put on by Anthony Shoel. Could have been a potential and one there on the inside. Anthony Shoel off to a good start so far. First bucket of the game.
Right now on the floor for St. Francis is Kobe Simmons, who's 6'6", Anthony Shoel, 6'2", Chance Anderson, 6'6", and Noah Christie, 6'7". For the Sacred Heart Catholic Cardinal, they have Deontay Wood, who's at 6'5", and Kevion Nolan, who's 6'2". So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the size differential I'm looking at in front of me here. Chance Anderson comes out to the top of the key, as does Noah Christie. The two big men handling the ball at the top of the floor. Wide open jump shot. 0-0. Wallace Tucker's off the mark. He gets the ball back, though. Kobe, baseline three, short. That's got to be a foul. Chance Anderson with the obvious pull, grab, push. Really a lot of different things going on there.
Yeah, call it what you want.
Just a general foul on Chance Anderson.
Number 1, Deontay Wood for Sacred Heart, listed at 6'5", class of 2018.
They attempted an alley-oop, was sniffed out by Wallace Tucker. They run the floor. Noah Christie catches it in transition. Easy layup there in the paint for Christie.
Nice job of running the floor there for the big fella. I heard a couple people in the crowd say, "Hey man, you got to dunk that." They were hoping for the best, but nothing wrong with going ahead getting your basic too.
Get your points first. I think that opportunity will come again, perhaps later in the game. Maybe we'll revisit that when the time comes. But he wanted his 2 points as easy as they could come. Foul on the three-pointer. 23, Kevion Nolan draws contact. It was a foul when he comes down. The defender did not give him room to land. Fell to the floor, draw 3. He hits the first.
I look at Sacred Heart, man. They're a confident bunch. You look at they only have 8 that they travel with. Sometimes that can be a good thing. I know this is my second slow pitch softball reference. But some of the tournaments, man, where we would have, 15, 17 guys, 20 guys, that would help. But there were a lot of times where we would roll into town and we may only have 10 to 12 guys. And those would be your better units because there's a real we all we got, let's go, everybody gets plenty of burn type of atmosphere.
You're right. You're not playing with different personnel. You know what everybody brings to the table. For instance, Kevion Nolan brought three free throws to the table on the last bit right before St. Francis adds a bucket for a 6-4 game. 3 ball, no good. Kobe Simmons aired up to get that one. Still have yet to see a basket from him. Out of bounds, remains with St. Francis. This Sacred Heart team, they're quick. They like to run from what we can see. They're comfortable in transition. Kobe with a long 3. 9-4. DJ Heath over to Murdoch Simmons. Back up top to Kevion Nolan. Nolan down to Deontay Wood on the wing. He thinks about it, gets rid of it, back to Nolan. Nolan goes in and out. And here come the Knights. Sewell charges right through the lane. Too easy. Too easy for the senior point guard. 6'2", 175 pounds, just right through the defense. 11-4 is the score here. Check out this replay. Stutter step, pushes it, and just nobody even tries.
Showell trying to put on a show. We'll be back after this commercial break.
With the same personnel. Deontay Wood tries a contested jumper, and they call him for traveling in the lane.
As you hear the coach from Sacred Heart, Coach Raphael Graves, and no problem, no qualms with that call. Just make sure it makes it to this side of the timeline.
Kobe, good dish to the corner. 3 ball, no good. That was number 12, Dylan Hardman, the sophomore shooting guard on the 3 ball from the corner. I saw him in warm-ups. He was pretty consistent without hitting the rim once. He had about 4 or 5 in a row, didn't even touch the rim, so look for him to keep shooting that 3. It seems like what they've got him in there for.
See along the baseline there, tournament director and halftime sports. CEO Kim Coleman They're touching base with the St. Francis Knights head coach, Aisha Kennedy, after their victory over Sequoia.
And there's the jump shot from Dylan Hardiman. That's a long 2. Makes the ball game 13-4 in favor of the Knights. Pull-up floater from number 5, DJ Heath. Makes it a 7-point game. Swing around. Tried the pick and roll with Drew Smith. Hand got in the way though. That may have been a travel, no call, no harm though. Missed the shot. Hardiman brings it up the floor. He drives the left side, dishes it back out up top to Drew Smith, lanky 6'8", power forward.
Bad angle to try to get that pass into Christie. Understand trying to get it to Christie. He's working hard on the inside, on the block, but could have kicked it to the wing there for a much better angle on that entry pass.
Avery Scholl showing no trust in Drew Smith's hands. Smith was wide open, but Scholl tried to force a pass in there and got it tipped away. Kevion Nolan's shot goes up over the backboard. St. Francis basketball. Wallace Tucker comes in for Avery Scholl, as does Anthony Scholl come in for Drew Smith. So we're back to the almost a starting lineup for St. Francis. Scholl here on the wing. Hardiman to Simmons. Step back, good decision on the no shoot. Scholl from deep 3 airballs it.
Good decision by Colby, but also really was no other option with the way it was defended. Nice defense there by DJ Heath.
Scholl drives left, backs it out, dumps it into his center, who gets it stripped away. Nolan on transition, left side, brings it back out. Up top to Wood. Wood pump fakes, jump floater from the middle of the paint, and it's good.
That floater's been kind to Sacred Heart here the past couple plays where they've scored. First Heath and Wood.
Do you think these guys on the Sacred Heart Cardinal basketball team all went to the same barbershop before this game?
I'm not sure, man, but they look like a unified unit out there.
They do. They look like a real team, down to the haircut. Ball intercepted by Kobe Simmons. He tries a little too hard to lead. Scholl back into the hands of Kevion Nolan it goes. Nolan picks up his dribble. Wood from the top of the key, misses his jumper. Hardiman brings the ball up, dishes to Simmons. Simmons at the top of the key, surveying the defense. Sacred Heart's in man. Dribbles to the corner, pull-up jumper, air balls it long. Nolan pushes it up the floor. Good look to Deontay Wood. Kevion Nolan hit him with the eagle eyes, dishes it downstairs to Deontay Wood, who finishes the easy layup. That makes it 13-10. We're going to bring you this replay here. Check this out. Nolan at the top of the key. Pulls off the defender with the eyes and just over the top. Easy buckets that start at the top of the key. Good eyesight, good court awareness from Kevion Nolan. We'll be right back here at St. Francis. Minute and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. St. Francis up by 3. Scholl at top of the key. He's going to try a three-pointer. That's going to be short. Tipped by DJ Heath, rebounded by Nolan. Nolan passes it up court to Heath. Heath with a long 2. That bucket is good. That was good from the minute it's left his hands. Didn't even touch a rim. Wallace Tucker brings it up the floor. Pick and roll to Chance Anderson, who could not corral the bounce pass. The Sacred Heart team likes to push tempo. Get it out in transition. Ill-advised jump shot, but good defense. Offensive rebound from the Cardinal. They're going to back it out and reset. Good defense there from Dylan Hardiman. And a travel called on Anthony Scholl. Drew Smith comes back into the game, as does Kobe Simmons. Wallace Tucker and Dylan Hardiman will be coming out of the game.
Check this ATL Peachy Elite instant replay. Saw DJ Heath with the floater a couple minutes ago there from the three-point line. Ice cream.
DJ Heath draws a contact, aggressive move to the lane. Gets 2 or 3 defenders to jump with him. And he's headed to the line for 2 shots.
He seems very in control here in this game. When I say that, not that Sacred Heart is running away with it, but they just really picked his spots. Has some good pep in his step. And he's taking that on the defensive end and really, holding on to that assignment in terms of Kobe Simmons, trying to make sure he doesn't let him get off too early.
Well-designed play there from St. Francis, but it ends in a missed 3 attempt from Scholl. Heath again on the baseline, step back jumper, 3-ball, just a touch too long. Drew Smith with the rebound. Nothing doing. That's the end of the first quarter. It's a tie ball game, 13-13. This Sacred Heart team is impressive with their tempo, and St. Francis using their length to their advantage. Tie ball game. We'll be right here in a minute. Coming back to the second quarter.
Better network as explained in a galaxy far, far away. Some networks promise unlimited data. Then they slow your downloads after just a gig or two. Verizon doesn't slow your stuff. Because when data is your only hope, better matters. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, December 18th.
We are back. Start of the second quarter. Tie ball game. St. Francis, Sacred Heart. The Knights versus the Cardinal. DJ Heath up top. Back out to Deontay Wood. Wood drives the lane, gets held. Who's it going to be on? No, it's a block now. He will shoot 2. Sacred Heart continues to be aggressive, continues to get to the line. They look like they know what their game plan is and are doing it exactly as it's been drawn up. Stay aggressive, get to the line, get them in foul trouble. Right now, St. Francis has 5 team fouls, and that's number 2 on Kobe Simmons.
Yeah, they're attacking on the offensive end, and Heath is really sticking to Kobe Simmons like glue on the offensive end. You're St. Francis, Kobe has a bevy of moves that allow him to be able to open up even against good defense, but I look for them to use Shoel and what he can do, try to create some opportunities for Kobe off the ball. And then he's just the type of player, he's going to be able to get loose over the course of a game. I think Heath has done a good job of making him work extra to get going.
Now we've got Samuel Miller queued up on Kobe Simmons. We'll see how Miller can handle the defense. He was late on testing that 3, but no matter as Kobe bricked it short again. DJ Heath brings the ball up. Aggressive again. This time might be a little too aggressive. A charge called on DJ Heath. was a matter of time before that happened. But so far, it looks like the Cardinal are finding their shot, or they're playing their game. So with St. Francis, it kind of looks like they're just looking for a shot, not necessarily the shot or what they do best. Scholl to his brother. 23, Chance Anderson down low, spin move, right, no good. Kobe, spin move, that one's in.
Scores that one, lets Heath know he's in Alpharetta.
DJ Heath, good drive to the basket, just not enough. The long arms of St. Francis defenders blocked it. Block shot, DJ Heath in transition against tall Chance Anderson, uses his body to create room for that left-handed layup. The layup nearly went in, but he got a foul. He'll be going back to the line to shoot 2 more.
We'll go to the line. We take a look at this Atlanta Peach Elite replay. You can see Simmons, one power dribble, creating some space, muscling it up and in there for the Knights.
Heath makes his first and gives Sacred Heart their first lead of the game.
I just love how Heath, man, he's not one to go into the lane, man, and you know, look for a call, or he has no problem initiating the contact or taking it right to the chest of a defender.
He's been getting hit so far, like you just said, and playing good D. Trailing Kobe right now, he is on him. Kobe. He missed that shot, but regardless, that was a thing of beauty to watch. Great pass, just could not finish it down low. Samuel Miller, same thing. Another offensive rebound. Nolan from the corner, 3 ball, no good. Simmons in transition, 1-on-2. He'll be headed to the line. DJ Heath doing a good job on defense on Kobe Simmons. He's got his hands on his head. He's already worn out. Kobe's running him all over the court. Both of these teams are huffing and puffing. They've been going at it. Hardly any type of half-court set offense. It's just been basketball flying back and forth. It's 17-15, Sacred Heart leads. We'll be right back. Kobe Simmons at the line, shooting 2. His team down by 2. First one is good. Drew Smith, Noah Christie, Dylan Hardiman, and Anthony Scholl on the court for St. Francis. Kobe's second is good. Nolan will bring the ball up the floor. Trapped on the baseline, they're bringing it back out. Murdoch Simmons. Missed 3 ball from Kavari Ross, rebounded by Hardiman. Hardiman brings it up the floor over to Scholl. Drew Smith sets a pick. Nothing on the roll. Hardiman pump left. Tries to throw it to Christie down low, but errant pass. Nolan pulls up at the free throw line and hits the jumper. The Sacred Heart's a pretty good shooting team. Scholl pulls up and hits one of his own, and that's off. Heath Going at it again. Attacking, no call. Scholl up to Simmons. Spin move. And he got tripped from behind. What looked promising. The crowd was about to get into it. Everybody was on the process of rising to their feet because they saw that powerful spin move of Simmons, but he was tripped up right on the end, fell forward. He's going back to the line to shoot 2 more.
This is going to be a physical game. Sacred Heart not going to let anybody get anything easy. You know, nothing dirty about that foul. There's going to be some contact, and I think for us that are just spectators here in this game, it's going to be good for us because I think they're going to pull the best out of St. Francis and Kobe Simmons and vice versa. It should make for a very fun matchup. We looked at that GAC Brubaker Tech game where Brubaker was more of the aggressor, more physical team, more intense team. And, you know, we talked about GAC having to match that intensity, match that physicality. Sacred Heart has brought that here to Alpharetta tonight.
Nolan dishes to Heath in the corner. Heath back to Nolan. Nolan to Ross up top. He's going to back it back out. Murdoch Simmons with the ball. Dishes it. Ross in the corner. Too long. Good rebound. Deontay Wood. Nobody boxed him out. Came in, grabbed it, and put it right back up. Uncontested layup off an offensive rebound. And a 3 from the 6'8" power forward Drew Smith. 22-21. Again, charging the lane is Sacred Heart. Murdoch Simmons' layup is off the mark. Kobe Simmons now pulls up from the elbow. His shot is just off. Deontay Wood rebounds. There is no slowing down either one of these teams. This tempo is impressive. What a pass from Kevion Nolan. Rears it back like he's throwing a football straight through the lane, right by everyone. And I believe it was Kavari Ross on the finish.
I believe so. Good finish there because he got it in stride. Anything less, Kobe might have pinned that against the glass. A good execution overall there by Sacred Heart.
And not everybody can catch a pass with that much zip on it. You threw one of those in a rec league game, as we can see right here. Watch this. Cocks it back like he's throwing a football. Catches it right in stride. Does not hesitate, goes straight up. Like you said, otherwise Kobe would have pinned it. Excellent job from both Nolan and Ross on that play. That's the second time we've seen Nolan make an impressive passing play that's led to a bucket for the Cardinal. And that's going to be a foul on St. Francis. 23, Chance Anderson. His 3rd foul. He's probably going to come out here. Yes, Noah Christie comes into the game to relieve Anderson of his duties for what will likely be the rest of the half. Sacred Heart Cardinal, 23. St. Francis Knights, 22. 3.5 left to play in this first half. And we have Deontay Wood at the line. Front half of a 1-and-1. He makes it. Hits the front of the rim, hits the backboard, and in it goes.
Wood, just a sophomore. A few good years ahead of him for Coach Graves and Sacred Heart.
That one's in and out. 24-22 is the score now. Drew Smith with the ball in the backcourt. Throws an ill-advised lob pass to the middle of the floor. In transition, reaches number 2, Kavari Ross in the corner where he knocks down a 3. 2 big buckets in a row from Kavari Ross. And the Sacred Heart defense almost trapped Scholl in the backcourt. Impressive move, but cannot finish. Nolan up the floor to Ross, who again does not hesitate, but is just a little too short on the left-handed lay-in. DJ Heath spin move on the baseline. And that was what we've been talking about, not afraid to go into the lane at all and try to draw contact. 3 ball no good from Will Richter. Out of bounds off St. Francis. So now a 27-22 game in favor of the Cardinal. And like you were talking about earlier, this Sacred Heart team, they look more in sync with themselves than St. Francis does, and that may stem from only having 8 to 10 guys. You know, they know what they're good at. They know what everybody does. Everybody plays their role in this offense, even though everybody kind of seems to be able to play the same role. But St. Francis is a little more all over the place. They're making bad passes. They're not cleaning up rebounds. They're not boxing out as they should, whereas this Sacred Heart team is not really making any mistakes.
Yeah, credit to Sacred Heart. They're playing well. I'm not sure if Sacred Heart, I know they won the state championship last year, but I'm not sure who graduated versus who's still there. But they do look very good here for it to be early in the season. I think St. Francis, they've got pieces when you look at Malik Beasley and Kaiser Gates undergoing a transition here with this program. And that's what's good about these early season games. It tips basketball off, but the team that you are to start the season won't be the team that you are as it goes on and takes form. So this St. Francis team is going to be able to gel, and I think Sacred Heart is going to help that process here tonight.
Nolan with a long three, no good. Drew Smith with the rebound. Smith's impressive athletically for how tall and lanky he is. He's been able to pull down a couple long rebounds and hit a jump shot or two tonight. Murdoch Simmons with the rebound. DJ Heath will bring it up. This is the first break we've had in a long time here tonight.
Yeah, no kidding.
Wood gets stripped. Kobe in it. Intentional foul there from Kevion Nolan. I understand why that happens. It's an easy bucket if you don't grab him by the waist, but I hate watching that. Nothing bothers me more than seeing, somebody who got beat not be able to accept that they got beat. And they go ahead and call the flagrant on Nolan. Kobe Simmons is going to shoot two all by himself here.
And I can understand why, why the officials made the call. I can also see why Sacred Heart is saying, hey, we don't mind you shooting free throws, but you going to the line and knocking down 2 free throws and as you continue to get going versus a dunk that leaves the rim rattling even when we go back on the other side, there's a difference. But I agree with you as well. Being able to, get ahead and foul him before he can get the dunk, it's kind of different than grabbing him and impeding his progress. But I'm sure it's all the same to Coach Graves. They're just trying to minimize Kobe early on.
Yeah, and that 2 points, they got the 2 points on the free throws, but had he been able to break away and slam it, you get the 2 points, plus you get this crowd into it. You get your home student section excited, and you get a little momentum built. So smart play, no doubt, from Nolan. Just, depends on where you fall in that kind of situation.
Exactly. That's how basketball is. If the ball don't lie, that's a prime example of how it's all on what side you're on.
Yep.
If you feel like you didn't get the call, hey, the ball don't lie. If you feel like you got it right, it is what it is. That's just hoop.
Heath for three. Money! DJ Heath continues to impress as he just knocked down yet another three. 30-24, the Sacred Heart leads St. Francis.
Good hezzo by Shoal, man.
Out of bounds off Sacred Heart. It'll stay here with St. Francis. Yeah, Shoal's been able to kind of perfect that little stutter step, hesitation move at the top of the key and then blow by people for more or less uncontested looks around the rim.
Yeah, man, he's a very hard player to stay in front of. He and Kobe still getting a feel for each other when they do. Definitely in that discussion in terms of one of the better backcourts here in the state of Georgia.
Shoal's a transfer from Duluth, correct?
Yes.
So this is him and Simmons' first year playing together. Like you said, they might not have had the opportunity to gel like a lot of the Sacred Heart team has. Harden into the corner, Drew Smith. Inside pass to Noah Christie. Big man move, up and in for the junior power forward, Noah Christie. Lowers his shoulder, jump steps into the lane and gets a right hook to go.
Strong play there by Noah Christie. Shout out to his family who are joining us from Australia here on the webcast.
We got folks from Australia joining us? How about it? You guys hang tight. We'll be here when you come back. It's 30-26. Sacred Heart leads St. Francis.
Basketball fans, it's time for Civil War trivia.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
Welcome back, fans of basketball, family in Australia, whoever it may be. Welcome back to our broadcast, coming to you live from St. Francis High School in Alpharetta, Georgia, as the final game of tonight's coverage of the Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic, coming to you from SUVtv. This is the second of many more tournaments in the ATL Peach Elite Series, brought to you by SUVtv. And we're set to begin the second half. It is 30-26. Sacred Heart Catholic leads the St. Francis Knights. Scholl with the ball early here. Into Simmons at the top of the key. Back to Scholl. Scholl with 4 points in the first half. Into Noah Christie. He works his way to the other side. Big man move. Up and in for 2 points.
I think Christie has said, hey, I think he was solid with his opportunities in the first half, but I'd like to see them going to the well early on in the second.
I agree. There's not, as we see Kobe barely corral a pass before it goes back off court. The air time on him is phenomenal. I mean, he leaps from a foot or two in front of the free throw line and he ends up at the rim. Just a slide by finger roll from Simmons for 2 there.
And that play right there is exactly why you see Heath stand so close to him. If that guy has space, the ability to make a move, it's buckets.
Yeah, if he gets by one, he can pretty much get by the whole team. Deontay Wood with the rebound. And back to your point a little bit about Noah Christie getting involved. I mean, he's 6'7", 230. The next biggest person on their team is Deontay Wood, who's 6'5", nowhere near 230.
Yeah, Christie not shying away from the meat and potatoes.
I don't know if Murdoch Simmons called bank. I don't think any banks are open this late, but he'll take the 3 points off the backboard on that one, make it a 33-30 ball game. Wallace Tucker at the top. Dish it to Showell in the corner. Back to Tucker. Blows by one, passes it to Christie, who could not corral. Crisp pass. And the Cardinal will take over. DJ Heath pulls the ball up past half court. He's got Deontay Wood, Kevion Nolan, Kavari Ross, and Murdoch Simmons on the court with him. Nolan swings it. Ross, 3-ball, too long.
Nice box out there by Wallace Tucker.
Drew Smith to Kobe. Kobe, pull-up 3. Kobe. Splash. And it's a tie ball game, 33-33. 5 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the third quarter. DJ Heath, the ball at top of the key, through one leg, through 2 defenders. Wild shot. Kobe with the Rajon Rondo behind the back fake and tries to finish with the right hand, but he gets caught up. Kevion Nolan was not surprised by it whatsoever. He did commit the foul, and we will see Simmons back at the free throw line. This is the Simmons pull-up 3 here. So smooth.
That's elevation there on that shot right in front of the Knight student section.
Simmons finished the first half with 11 points with that 3 and that free throw. And this free throw is good. That's 15 points now. 16 points, pardon me, for Simmons in the game.
We gave DJ Heath credit for making things tough early on. Credit St. Francis with this start. Coach Drew Catlin and those guys went right into Christie. And since then, things have really gotten off to a good start for Kobe Simmons here in this second half.
2 open 3s in a row for Sacred Heart. Could not connect on either one of them. Nolan made another no-look pass cross court that would have just been a phenomenal assist had Ross been able to connect on the 3. Smith to Christie to Smith in the lane, left hand, too hard. Nolan. Nolan for 3 is going to be short, rebounded by Christie. Tucker brings it up the floor, looking for Simmons. He's guarded well by Ross. Out to Hardiman. Hardiman with a no-look pass of his own. Christie a little too high for him to corral. St. Francis head coach is not happy with the decision making on those passes, especially this one right there.
Some of those angles, just that you see for number 12, what's his name, Hardiman. There have been at least 3 passes where he's trying to force it into Christie when the angle just isn't there.
And a spot-up jumper from Christie is good. 37-33, St. Francis leads. Attacking the rim is DJ Heath. He gets the foul and the bucket. Opportunity for a 3-point play.
Attacking is an understatement. We take a look at that one via the Atlanta Peach Elite Series replay. You see Tucker guarding him. He gets the steps on him. And he has no problem going chest to chest with a big fella. He's been doing it all game. Go DJ. That's young DJ.
Christie never had a chance. He was looking for a defender below him. As soon as he turned his head, boom, there's DJ Heath in your grill. Christie on the foul. Drew Smith to Christie on the block. DJ Heath knocks it out of bounds, but they're going to say it's off of Kobe Simmons. I was never really good at physics, but based on the angles of that play, I don't see how that was possible. It was off of Simmons, but that's the call. And the Cardinal with the ball. DJ Heath brings it up. Again, attacking the lane. Good decision to no shoot. Way long is Ross on the 3. And the St. Francis students will let him know that they saw that air ball. I think that was the shortest lived air ball chain of all time. I think that was like 1.5 air balls.
Yeah.
And then the students just kind of gave it up.
Yeah, they're trying to get going. I think, you see the vocal leader over there. I think, they reviewed the film on that one. They're going to try to make a better effort next time, man.
I think so, too. I hope so. We could use a little energy. Wallace Tucker looks inside, nothing doing. Simmons on the jumper around a screen, no good. DJ Heath with the rebound. He's pushing it. A little too hard, no call. Off of Heath, it's going to be St. Francis basketball. I think that's a good no call. He's been coming in looking for contact all day. He lowered his shoulder a little too much. It wasn't enough for a charge, but there wasn't any contact. He wasn't making a real solid effort to get that ball up. He was driving, hoping for a call. Good no call. Kobe Simmons just skies over Heath and Samuel Miller.
Man, he's dangerous with that rocker step, man. And all he needs is a smidgen to get the advantage, and it's tough from there.
Drew Smith up top to Tucker. Tucker drives the lane to Christie. Good move, but not enough. DJ Heath again with another rebound. Passes it up ahead. Wood cross court to Simmons. Air ball, but Deontay Wood is there to clean it up. And bring the Cardinal within 2. Pardon me, within 1. 39-38 is the score. Spin move by Drew Smith. Good move from the big man, but he was called, foul was called on him prior to his drive. Pardon me, foul was called on the Cardinal.
Substitutions, man. Let's take a look at this replay. Just look how quick this step is. Just that little tap. You think he's going to bring it back? No. It's a layup. If you're trying to recover at that point, it's way too late.
Blows by Ross, and just Samuel Miller just had no opportunity. I mean, left your teammate hanging on that one.
Hey, and Heath came out. He was really in Kobe Simmons' grill. Simmons just stayed the course, had 11 in that first half, even though it was tough. And now we see him showing you how hard it is to be able to keep that same level of defense on him for an entire game.
Kobe Simmons showing why he's one of the top recruits in the nation just in this second half alone. He can hit the jumper, he can drive, he hits his free throws. He's as long and as athletic as anybody at the game right now at the high school level. Deontay Wood hits one of his 2. And the second one is off the front, off the back, and down off the front again. No good. 42-39. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Wallace Tucker pulls up for 3. That's good.
Like what Wallace Tucker has done here in this game. Knocks down that 3, but aside from that, he's had some really good sequences against Heath.
Nolan dishes it to Simmons, who loses the ball, picks it up again, outside to Heath. He's going to go for a long three. That's no good. Man, Kobe's vertical is impressive. I mean, there was a 6'8" and a 6'8" player down there trying to get a rebound, and he was a foot over both of them, bringing down the rebound. He charges the lane again and gets fouled, and we'll go back to the line. If you're going to let Kobe Simmons go back to the line time after time, you're going to lose the game.
And here's a different line that he's going to. As you're going to see him use that screen there while Wallace. String music from there.
And he just dropped his first of 2 free throws. Let's see what he does with number 2. And again, and it's an 8-point lead for the St. Francis Knight. Kobe Simmons all over the place in the second half. And the Sacred Heart Cardinal call a timeout. 1:23 left to play in the third quarter. St. Francis up 47-39. We've got a barn burner here. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to St. Francis High School in Alpharetta, Georgia. Sacred Heart Catholic with the ball here. Wood up top drives. Simmons gets the ball, batted away out of bounds. Block there coming from Anthony Scholl.
Coach Catlin, this St. Francis team has made the adjustments.
Murdoch Simmons shot a 3, followed it, got his own rebound, and put up a contested 2 that went in. Air ball from Avery Scholes, brought in by Chance Anderson, who puts up the easy layup as nobody was expecting a free pass there. And another 3 from Murdoch Simmons. That brings the Cardinal within 5 points. Scholl, bounce pass to Anderson, back to Scholl. Goes up strong, 2 points. DJ Heath looking to attack again. Kind of shoves his shoulder in, loses the ball.
Told you, man, Wallace Tucker. That's not the first time he's been able to take the shoulder, strip him, and there finishes on the other end.
Tucker attacked the rim just like we've been seeing DJ Heath do all game long on that last possession. Check it out on the replay. Goes up high, gets contact, finishes over his right shoulder, and he's excited as he falls to the floor.
So Tucker, small in stature, but it hasn't costed St. Francis anything. It's only helped him. He's really been able to mitigate Heath on the defensive end. I think part of that is Heath having to chase around Kobe Simmons as well, not taking anything away from Wallace Tucker's defensive effort. It's been solid. But it takes a toll when you got to chase around Kobe Simmons for 3 quarters.
From what you've seen so far, Marcus, as we have a little over 6 seconds left in this third quarter, has the Cardinal been playing as aggressive and high tempo as they have in the first half? Not as high tempo. The effort has still been there. They're gonna get a second win at some point in time. They're too good of a team and too well coached of a team not to. But the question is going to be, is it going to be at a point to where it's too late because Kobe and Shoel and St. Francis is rolling?
You know, the effort's there, man. They just don't have the same legs that they had to start the first half.
And as the third quarter comes to a close, 53-44, the St. Francis Knights lead the Sacred Heart Catholic Cardinal. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Better network as explained in a galaxy far, far away. Some networks promise unlimited data. Then they slow your downloads after just a gig or two. Verizon doesn't slow your stuff. Because when data is your only hope, better matters. Star Wars: The Force Awakens, December 18th.
Eight minutes to play. 9 points down are the Sacred Heart Cardinal. They had a halftime lead, but St. Francis came out on fire. Kobe Simmons specifically. And he shows you why he's the 18th ranked player in the country.
Kobe had a great third quarter. But I look at how Noah Christie got that bucket for them. I think he really helped set the tone with that first bucket right out of the gate. It was sort of smash mouth, let's go, and the Knights have fed off of it since then.
And a charge on DJ Heath, his second charge today. The way he's been playing, not surprising. He's aggressive and he's not afraid of attacking the rim, but with that style of play comes a charge every now and again.
Easy one for Shoel to just set up and take. As you saw there on the replay.
Christie. Good pass to Chance Anderson under the basket. He goes up strong and finishes.
Chance Anderson in the basket, number 23.
Like you said, that basket early on from Christie kind of set the momentum, set the tone for the second half that we're not going to, St. Francis wasn't going to be okay with, you know, some lucky buckets. They want the high quality shots. Kobe, good pass to Hardiman. Hardiman finishes with his right on the left side. To the lane is Heath, blocked by Christie. Where's the foul on that play? Refs blow a whistle. Let's see who they call it on. Away from the ball, that was on Comey. It was not on Noah Christie. I was about to say, he got all ball. That was a great defensive play on Noah Christie's part. Kobe Simmons with an off-ball foul.
Number 5, DJ Heath in the free throw line for the Cardinals.
Heath misses his first. St. Francis now leads by 13. Christie goes up for the rebound, pushes it ahead. Stolen by Murdoch Simmons. He comes up, pulls up from the right side. Good.
Steal and basket made by number 4.
Tempo again from St. Francis. Pass from Hilderman. Layup by Chance Anderson is good. Pardon me, Hardiman.
And that's what we talked about, man. This Sacred Heart team is going to keep playing. They got too many playmakers not to, but you can't trade buckets. Still plenty of time left in this fourth quarter, but you got to get a run where you can get about 6 and keep them from scoring.
Block on Kobe Simmons up top. Kevion Nolan was trying to navigate the lane, and Simmons got in his way. That's his third of the game. And the St. Francis team has had probably 10 players play so far today. You know, they've been able to get their starters out for a couple minutes, get their legs back underneath them, let them catch their breath, whereas this Sacred Heart team has really been running the same 6 all game long, if not pretty much the starting 5 all game long. So naturally they're beat. A 3-ball from Nolan, long. Anderson with the rebound, up to Shoel. He stutter steps like he always does, and Deontay Wood with the block. Inbound, St. Francis underneath their own basket. Drew Smith back to Kobe. Kobe pull-up is short. Rebounded by Wood. Stolen by Christian Anderson. Chance Anderson and Kobe Simmons with a dunk. Brings it home and gets the St. Francis students excited. Sacred Heart tries to answer the three, but it falls short. And Hardiman rebounds. He's pushing it up to Smith at the top of the key. Anderson, he pulls up from the elbow.
So why not, man? I've been in there working. I'm due one of these, Coach.
I like it. I mean, it wasn't far off.
Yeah.
Nolan with the floater short. And those are the kind of buckets that if you want any opportunity to come back into this game, you can't miss. Open in the lane, easy floater, and he just leaves it short. Hardiman to Scholl in the corner. He's going to shoot the three. That's short. Air balls. But again, Anderson's there to clean up. Anderson's been doing work around the basket off of rebounds and air balls. St. Francis leads 63-46. We got a little over 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Six men on the court for St. Francis as Anthony Showell makes his way back to the bench where he meets a not very happy head coach. But Kevion Nolan at the line, misses his first, all by himself. It's got to be an eerie feeling. I'd almost prefer to have people down there with me. Makes the second.
Number 23, Kevion Nolan. On the baskets.
DJ Heath, try to lead any type of resurgency for the Cardinal here. His jumper is off the mark. Kobe rebounds up to Anderson, and Anderson just a little too headstrong for his own good. Leaves the ball short, and that is going to be a foul. Looks like it could have been a jump ball. Looks like it could have been an up and down. They're going to go with a foul. And that is Wallace Tucker's third tonight. 16-point deficit. First free throw is good. 15-point deficit. Marcus, what would you, if you were the coach, what could you say? What type of game plan could you concoct to try to get them back into this game?
Well, I think Coach Graves has done a good job of letting them know this game isn't over. This game isn't over because they got to believe that first. I don't think they've done a ton wrong here in this second half. I think it's just a matter of teams aren't in the shape that they'll be in mid-season towards the end of the season. And I think from a conditioning standpoint, they just kind of got a conditioning lesson in terms of the guards being able to keep up with Kobe Simmons in the second half. It's easier said than done. And I think if you're the coach, you just keep stressing that they play hard and see if they can give themselves a second win.
Good old-fashioned fun there from Kobe Simmons. He saw that one coming a mile away. He cocked it back as he was crossing the free throw line, took flight and brought it home.
As he just kind of makes the point for you, they've had to run with this the entire game. So it's hard to do that and have enough in the tank to score on the offensive end. Then you got a Wallace Tucker who's not making it any easier with the way he stuck with DJ Heath here in the second half.
Sophomore Will Richter with a floater in the lane. Again, Anderson cleaning up buckets around the rim. He's been big this second half, especially this fourth quarter.
That's been another key element, you know, that that fatigue takes a toll. So not only do you have Kobe, but you got Chance Anderson and some of the big fellas inside. They've got a size advantage. It's hard to keep those guys off the glass.
Oh, no. Kobe's down, holding his left leg. He's getting himself back up, but that's not what you want to see.
And Sacred Heart is not happy. They stopped play. I believe they do really have to wait for a dead ball. They do have to wait for a dead ball, or should wait for a dead ball to be able to stop that play. But they're just out there making sure that Kobe is okay.
I believe it's Kobe's mom out there on the court helping him up and not happy with the referees.
Not happy at all, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kobe sits for possibly the remainder of this one. The game's in hand. And I don't think Sacred Heart is going for the dunk show, but we take a look at the highlight factory here. As you can see him fly and yam that one. Had 11 points in what was a tough half, the first half. And you know you're good when 11 points is tough. That's not a bad output. But his total body of work in this game has been even more impressive.
18-point lead for St. Francis. I could imagine Kobe's going to sit on the bench for the rest of this one, let his teammates bring it home.
Yeah, he can just sit back and look up at the Jumbotron for the remainder of this one.
Deontay Wood called for a travel as he was trying to create something down low. He did make the basket, but it does not matter. Little hop step. It looks like he took just one too many on the load up. And almost no time was wasted. Kobe Simmons back in the game. Must have been a stinger or non-existent, but he's back and doing all right.
Chance nearly brought it, hit his hand, then hit the glass. He nearly still pulled it in with two. But you know, with Kobe, I think he got a shot to the shin. And man, for something that you can't really visibly see on the outside, dude, those shots to the shin, they sit you down for a couple minutes, man. You got to walk those off. It could just be a shoe that kicks up and gets you in that shin.
Fast break was broken up by a foul. Shoal had an opportunity to run out and see what he could do. Maybe dunk, maybe some fashionable layups, but he was brought down by DJ Heath. DJ Heath sounds just like an MC's name. It doesn't sound like it just sounds like I'm announcing some type of show featuring DJ Heath.
It was that, I say, for a certain stretch in the first half, it was the DJ Heath show, but then Kobe Simmons kind of pulled the B-Rabbit in the last part of that 8 Mile, man. He came, took the show, and dropped the mic.
SUVtv bringing you the best 8 Mile references all day long. Anthony Shoal goes up, no good. Chance Anderson again cleans it up, but a foul was called beforehand. So Shoal will go to the line to shoot two. We got 2 minutes, 50 seconds left. It's been a pleasure bringing you all of today's slates of games here on SUVtv from the Verizon Hoops for the Cure Classic, part of the ATL Peach Elite Series. Had a good time. Watched a lot of good basketball as Shoal makes one of two. Saw some teams today that are going to be making noise into the March area of basketball, deep into state playoffs, I'm assuming. These two teams being two of them. DJ Heath with the ball, 71-51 is the score. Great move. Backs Kobe, spins, cuts through two defenders and up with a right-hand layup. Check this replay out here in a minute. We'll be bringing it to you. Wallace Tucker with the ball. Couple steps, no travel called. Christie dishes it back out to Tucker. Kobe from three, short. Saved. Richter to Kobe in the lane. Kobe to Tucker outside. Tucker to Christie down low. Ball taken by DJ Heath. Nolan up to Wood. Over to Ross. Finish by Wood. Good ball movement on that transition play from Sacred Heart. That's what they did a lot more of in the first half that we haven't seen so far in the second half.
It's like how Wood plays, man. Doesn't really take bad shots. Really, you know, there he didn't try to, you know, take a dribble on that fast break. Got rid of it in a hurry. Ball didn't hit the floor, and then he just followed up on the play and was able to pick up the pieces after it went too hard off the backboard.
Check out this replay here of the DJ Heath dribble drive into the lane. Puts his back into Kobe Simmons, spins, up and under, through through Richter and through Kobe. Good finish. DJ Heath has been fun to watch tonight.
Yeah, he has. I mean, came out early on. I think did a great job really helping set the tone for Sacred Heart.
Almost put another tough basket in with a stutter step, but just was a little too much. I think Kobe thought Shoal was 6'8" on that pass. Too hard, too high, out of bounds. Nolan brings it up for the Cardinal. 1 minute, 35 seconds left. 72-55 is your score. Heath from three, off the back of the rim, straight up. Shoal brings it down. Good pass from Shoal to Drew Smith. He backs it back out to Tucker. St. Francis now kind of just letting the clock tick down. Sacred Heart, they're playing defense. They're staying up, but they're not trying to foul and get a bunch of free throws to come back into this game. Richter thought about shooting it. Crosses court to Kobe Simmons. Down to Smith in the corner. Back to Simmons. Both teams are content to let the ball just be passed from player to player here on St. Francis.
Sacred Heart still playing, but when you spread out, just spread the floor, team just focus on moving the ball around. But Showell says, okay, we did that long enough.
DJ Heath to bring it up. I think he's got one or two more tricks up his sleeve. Three-pointer, right on cue from Heath. Kobe Simmons has the ball to Drew Smith. He's going to dribble up by the scorer's table, let the clock wind down, and earn St. Francis their first win of the year. 1-0 are the Knights. They beat the Sacred Heart Cardinal 74-58. Excellent game. Kobe Simmons took over in the second half. The Cardinal just kind of ran out of gas towards the end. And that is it for today's coverage of the Verizon Hoops for a Cure Classic, brought to you by SUVtv, a part of the ATL Teach Elite Series. We appreciate you joining us. To all our fans across not only the country but the world, we wish you a good night. Have a good evening, folks.